Hello, I'm Dr Gareth Moore.
And I'm Laura Jane Ayres.
And we're puzzle and brain training authors, but in this video we're not writing anything, we're having a look at this. Escape from the Grand Hotel.
Hurrah.
An escape room box, in which I'm guessing, now this is just me going out on a limb, you need to escape from the Grand Hotel.
Absolute stab in the dark, but I think you're on the right track there.
And it turns out I have two versions of this game. I've got it in two different packagings, but as far as I can see, they're the same.
This is the big one. Oh, look at that. Fits so beautifully in that screen just there.
This is the bigger version of the game I have.
Incredibly
so we thought we'd
pleasing.
go with a fancier looking one.
Exciting times.
But they all have envelopes inside.
We're going to try and solve it.
Yes, so there's a map of a hotel.
Stunning.
And there are various... I've only had a very quick look at this beforehand, literally just to find out that there are 10 room envelopes. Because the other box version I have of it says there are 9 rooms in it, but I opened it and there are in fact 10 in that one too.
Confusing.
So there are envelopes for rooms here, and there are envelopes for rooms here. And they all came in the box, and there are puzzle solutions, but I think the place to start is probably with the instructions.
That feels good. That feels instinctively good.
It does seem like a good plan, doesn't it?
Let's have a look.
Right, what's it got to say for itself? Very important.
Very important. Before you start playing, do not open any of the envelopes. I feel like it should say that right at the top of the box, you know? And please take your time to read the contents of this booklet carefully.
Escape room game for 2+ people, and you have to act as honoured guests invited to the reopening of the Grand Hotel.
Fun.
The aim is to work together to solve the puzzles and unravel the secrets of the establishment.
Oh.
Right, okay.
So no one's died. This isn't a murder mystery.
Well, not yet.
We're just trying to escape.
Yeah, the backstory.
Oh, here we go.
5 years... Do you want to read it?
Yeah, well, it says for one player to read aloud before the game begins. You can read it if you want. You're quite dramatic.
5 years ago, the place to be seen was within the golden doors of the Grand Hotel. With booking running months in advance, a reservation was only possible for the most elite of guests. Behind the golden facade of the hotel were the owners of the notoriously private Blossom family. Yes, opening the hotel is always a very private thing to do. It had been Amanda and Christopher Blossom's life for the last 40 years, but on the eve of their son Kurt's 21st birthday, it was announced that they planned to pass the hotel on to him in the hope he would take the reins. When Kurt, that's not how you spell Reigns.
That's not how you spell Reigns.
Reigns should be R-E-I-N-S.
Not in that context, anyway.
When Kurt's birthday came, however, he was nowhere to be found. Rumours began to swirl, and soon the hotel was filled with the hushed, hurried tones of gossiping guests. With their only son gone, the elderly Blossoms were unable to keep up with the bustling demands of the Grand Hotel. Though the loyal staff rallied around Amanda and Christopher, I'm guessing that's their family, is it?
Yeah, Amanda and Christopher Blossom, yeah.
Okay. Although the loyal staff rallied around Amanda and Christopher, standards dropped. After 5 years of barely clinging along, it looked as though the doors of the hotel would have to close for good. But now Kurt is back, yeah, and he's not alone. On his arm is his new wife, the devastatingly beautiful, it's clearly important to know that, Lauren Blossom.
Love that.
The sudden arrival of the couple is surrounded by mystery. But one thing is for certain, they're looking to restore the Grand Hotel to its former glory. What happened to Kurt while he was absent? Who is his enigmatic new wife? And will the unexpected change be enough to save the hotel? See what mysteries await you as you step inside the doors of the Grand Hotel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wouldn't it be a bit disappointing? You know, you went to university for a few years and came back.
And then that was
it.
That was a very dramatic reading, I have to say, and it does feel like you must have had about 5 Weetabix for breakfast this morning. For which I applaud you. Right.
Objective, working this together, uncover the secret. Envelopes contain elements of the tale, which one player reads aloud, and a puzzle for the group to solve. The solution will be a number, name, or colour that leads to the next envelope you need. If you arrive at a solution that doesn't match any envelope, you're wrong. If you get really stuck, you can take clues hidden in a secret compartment of each envelope. However, these should only be used as a last resort, like this hotel is a last resort by the sound of it. Sometimes an envelope contains objects you will need to solve a puzzle. You may find you won't use these objects until later in the game, so don't lose them.
That would be a good name for a hotel, actually, the last resort.
So next, one player removes the narrative card from the pocket at the back of this booklet and reads it aloud to all the players. And we should be able to do this in 90 minutes, Laura.
90 minutes? Oh my gosh, start the clock, lads.
Is that all that's in there?
Upside down.
Yeah,
Fallen at the first hurdle.
Well, there we go.
The arrival. Da-da-da. There's a chill in the air as everyone steps off the train and a fleet of town cars sweep up to the entrance. Chauffeurs hold the doors open and smoothly usher everyone inside the luxury transport. In amongst the gnarled trees of the countryside stands a tall, imposing building, the Grand Hotel. As the cars pull up outside, a woman opens the door while a man waits anxiously in the shadows by her side. Kurt and Lauren Blossom.
The beautiful Lauren.
Devastatingly beautiful, I think you'll find. While Lauren greets everyone warmly and gestures for you all to follow her inside, Kurt seems nervous, his eyes darting back and forth between his wife and the guests. The interior is truly breathtaking. As Lauren explains the rich history of the hotel, she invites you to explore until welcome drinks are served.
Feeling tired from the journey, you're all too eager to go up to your rooms, but as the group disperses, there is an obvious air of unease between Lauren and Kurt. Oof. Even though Lauren seems every inch the natural hostess, you can't help but wonder why Kurt seems so preoccupied. What trouble could be bubbling under the surface? Please proceed to your room.
Oh.
Right, so we have a map of the hotel, as we've already established.
Hurrah.
Which we'll put there for now.
It's beautiful. I mean, it says it's a grand building, but there's not that many rooms in it, if I'm being totally brutally honest.
So there's numbered rooms up here.
There are.
Oh, let's have a closer look. There's numbered rooms up here. There's a honeymoon suite and elevator.
Ballroom, grounds entrance, front entrance, elevator, wine cellar, kitchen
Lobby.
and maid quarters in the basement.
There we go.
Lovely.
Right, so we need to find...
Helpfully, it says your room on the front. I was thinking we were going to have to calculate something there.
Right, okay, let's have a closer look at this.
Let's have a look.
Let's zoom out on that picture.
I think you can just open it, right?
Yeah.
So in this, there's a sort of hint something in case there's a hint pocket, I think, in case we get stuck.
Ooh, it folds.
Oh.
Right, well, there's a clue inside at the bottom.
Okay.
Well, first of all, we'll have a look at the picture of the room.
Let's have a look at the picture of the room. Envelope.
It's an actual envelope.
Oh.
There's a bit of a... Some of this was for later. This is quite a chunky bit of cardboard.
Oh,
a bit
yes.
of a picture of some happy-looking people. We'll put that there.
Yeah, cheerful.
There's some text here. Let's start. The note. The staircase echoes with your footsteps. Echoes, echoes, echoes. As you ascend the spiral steps to your suite.
Sweet.
Inside, freshening up in the bathroom, you spot an envelope taped to the mirror. You open it to find a hastily scrawled message along with a torn photo fragment. What could it mean?
What could it mean? And it's this.
Yes.
Are you able to mirror this screen?
A little bit of a camera trickery here. And we can now read it more easily. There we go.
We can read it more easily. However, I've spotted that I don't even think we need to read the whole thing. It says honeymoon suite down the side in the capital letters.
That was an easy puzzle.
That was an easy puzzle. Do you think that's all we have to do?
Yeah. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Only you can save us now. No time to waste. Every minute counts. You must act quickly. Make your way. Other people may try to stop you. Open your eyes to the claws. I'm going to run out of pitch. Nothing should hold you back. Slowing down is not an option. Understand this in this message. The destination is clear, even if it doesn't seem so.
I want to say honeymoon suite.
And it clearly says honeymoon suite.
Huzzah.
Down there. And I'm going to flip the picture back now.
Love an acrostic.
And back to the normal,
Hurrah!
non-mirrored version of the world.
Right, honeymoon suite.
But that was a straightforward
Is there
puzzle.
anything that... Should we have a look? Is it even vaguely...
Is this actually an envelope? Is it just a... No, it's a picture of an envelope.
It's a picture of an envelope.
Okay.
But also, there's a shield here.
Wow,
I feel like that's the kind of detail that
maybe
we could...
we should remember... Yeah.
Maybe we should just pay the vaguest amounts of attention.
Obviously photoshopped on top of the picture.
Bigly so.
Which is the picture's at a slight angle, and this isn't.
Tulips in there.
No one's even made any effort to match the perspective of the room. Look at the top.
Okay, I think that's... Perhaps it's been deliberately designed thus so that we can pick it out if you're an extremely discerning hotel guest.
We've got to the honeymoon suite.
Hurrah, let's go. Go.
We guess that we were going to need to keep this, and maybe you're right, maybe we'll need that
Maybe we
shield.
will, maybe we will.
It's a bit random otherwise, isn't it?
But it's nice that it tells you what you're supposed to
Let's
have
start
in
up here. Oh God, there's a lot going on
my
here.
goodness.
Frantically, you hurry back to the other guests and tell them about the note. You ask Lauren for the key to the honeymoon suite and detect a flash of panic cross her eyes. She seems flustered as she darts out of the room and returns with a key and a tray of drinks, saying,
I'd like to take the opportunity to commemorate this momentous occasion with a toast. Please would you join me in raising a glass to this exciting new chapter of the Grand Hotel? We're so glad you're here to share it with us.
Impatiently, you drink the bubbling contents.
Now, if you'd like to follow me, please.
Along with the rest of the guests, you follow Lauren to the gilded doors of the elevator. Well, that's what this is then.
That's what
elevator
this is.
doors.
I guess so.
Yeah. On the otherwise spotless floor, you find a small folded piece of paper. Strange. A prescription for sedatives and a fragment of an old photo. As Lauren presses a button on the elevator panel, your vision blurs and your head begins to swim. You reach out to steady yourself against the wall, and you see the other guests fall to their knees. The toast. Lauren must have slipped that sedative into your drinks.
Oh my gosh.
You slump to the floor, barely conscious. As Lauren drags you from the elevator, you take one last look at your surroundings, and then there is nothing but black.
Oh my gosh, Lauren.
Where's Lauren taking you?
I don't know.
I don't know, because I'm unconscious.
I don't know, but I've noticed something at the top. It says, if you've come here from your room, you're in the correct room, which is a lovely touch, I think.
That's good to know, because we have in many a game wondered if we've gone to the right place. So, B, and then we have this folding down thing at the bottom, which I was off camera, but is the clue if you get stuck. And I'm presuming we're collecting bits of a picture.
Yeah.
How do they fit together?
Specifically there. Lovely.
And yes, Sendazepam, which it has some information about. It's one-sided. And we have another shield, so you were right, Laura. We definitely need that.
And it says we're B.
And it says next level as an up arrow. Yes, this is the elevator.
Are we in the basement?
So
look, she's dragging us out. We're in the basement.
Right, okay.
So if there's a room in the basement... Oh, also, in the map... Have you got the
I do
floor
have the
plan?
map. It's
You've
over
got the
here.
floor plan. So the elevator's here, and she's dragged us off in this direction based on the dragging here.
To the wine cellar.
To the wine cellar.
Yes,
anyway,
you're
I'm just
right.
thinking that, but should we have a look at this anyway?
Yeah, let's see what the sandazepam says.
So it says a short-acting medicine that's used to induce immediate sedation, very relaxed state of calm, drowsiness or sleep, and relieve anxiety and muscle tension. Possible side effects: rash, abnormal sense of taste, allergic reactions, hypersensitivity, fever or high body temperature.
After sandazepam administration, you should not drive a vehicle or operate a machine until completely recovered. Your doctor should advise you when you can start these again.
Warning, do not ingest with alcohol, which is exactly what we've just done. Combining with alcohol may cause upside-down vision.
So upside down vision. Keep all medicines out of reach inside the children's store in a cool, dry place away from direct heat and light. So if we turn upside down, what do we see? Well, we've got this. Just turn it. There's obviously these lights at the top. The B upside down becomes a upside down B.
Quite.
And we have the floors of the elevator.
Maybe this is just for later.
Maybe.
Don't know if we're collecting things for later, because we're going to use these shields again, aren't we? There's another shield there.
Yes, presumably. So what's going on? And what do we take next?
Well, I think we take the wine cellar, no?
Because we've been dragged into the
Because
wine
we've been
cellar.
dragged in that direction.
Off the map, yeah.
Off the...
That's upside down.
Where are we? We're in the basement.
And we're dragged here, clearly dragged off to the side here.
What do you reckon?
I think there's a good chance you're correct. So
Okay.
Look, we've got a wine cellar.
Conveniently, the wine cellar is the next
The wine
one in the
cellar's the
pile.
next one in the pile.
I'll
If they're
keep
all
this over
sorted in the
here.
order we need them, that is going to simplify things.
It is.
So we now know that probably it will tell us at the top when we fold it out whether we're correct or not. So the first thing we'll do,
That is a helpful
we'll
guide,
fold it out
actually.
and see what it says. If you've come here from the elevator to the honeymoon suite, you are in the correct room.
Hooray!
Well, there we go. Well done, Laura. for
Okay,
working that out.
great. You are welcome.
Groggily, you open your eyes. Where are you? The room is dark, but straining your sight, you can make out racks of dusty glass bottles. You must be in the wine cellar.
Lovely.
You all start to pull yourselves to your feet and desperately look around, hoping for a way out, but the door is firmly shut with a combination lock. Unusual thing to put on the inside of a cellar door, but anyway. It's clear that Lauren is trying to stop you from getting to the honeymoon suite, but why? What could she possibly be hiding there? Also, she could have just not given you the key. It's a hotel after all, and you're not presumably master criminals. With the clock ticking, you know you must find a way out of here, but how? You realise you need to find a combination to open the door, but where can you find a code? So there's some pictures.
Some pictures
just there.
there.
And then if I zoom back out, down here, there's a lot of wine, and it's obviously in the shapes of numbers.
Yeah.
Well, not all numbers. That looks like a 9, but what the rest is, I don't know.
Bit more photo.
Another clue we can view if we want. And yes, some bottles.
What if we view them upside
cup.
down?
Oh, because we have had our vision transformed. And
Yeah.
We haven't used that clue yet.
We haven't used that clue yet.
Yeah.
Does it tell us anything?
So, well, clearly the yellow ones. I mean, there may be the bottles are only in specific places, right? And that does look like 1-1. B.
116.
Oh, there's room numbers. The rooms have numbers.
Yeah.
And the next one in the pile.
It's 116.
116.
Do you think that's all it is?
Yes, for
And
sure.
there's another shield here as well.
So we collect some shields and we go to
Okay.
room 116.
Great.
Which weirdly was put next in the pile.
Yeah, we're weirdly rattling through
I'm not
this.
going to shuffle the pile because it'd be interesting to see if they've all been provided in solution order.
Yeah, but that would be hilarious.
In which case, I would say that was an odd packaging choice, we say. The kitchen. And I think all of these are probably plain on the back,
So far.
since we haven't shown yet. I'm going to try and open this without tearing it, although I don't know why. I don't plan to play it again. But here we go. Let's fold it up. Let's see if we've come from...
What does it say? If you've
Can
come
you
here
read that
for the wine cellar, you're in the correct room. Hooray!
The kitchen, success! The door to the wine cellar swings open and you all rush to the next room. With the scrubbed steel countertops and glistening pots and pans, it's evident you're in the hotel kitchen.
Hurrah.
Faced with another locked door and another combination lock, you punch in the same codes in the wine cellar. No luck.
Classic.
You spy another torn photo fragment and a broken frame pinned to the notice board by the door. Keep it safe, you'll need it later. Now where's the kitchen?
The kitchen is here, so we've just sort of gone...
We've gone out there, rather than try and go back up, we've decided to go into the room next door.
We have.
And then somehow we got locked in there.
I'm not really sure how we've done that.
It would make way more sense for the story if there was a door here and that was the one with the combination
I don't
lock.
think we need to interrogate it too
But
much.
also that would make more sense for there being a combination lock. It would be a very small edit to make it make sense.
Now
Right.
then, we've got a bit more picture. I'm just stacking these up to the side here.
Yeah, and we've got a picture here which sort of matches this here, which
That's a bit of this picture.
is a piece of cardboard, and it's got a raised frame which suggests we're going to put things in it
Oh, fun.
to stop them sliding around. And we
Ooh.
have lots of
doors.
doors that will fold open,
Oh,
and they have, well, that's got fruit on it.
that's got fruit and
That's
the
got
numbers. Fruit.
Oh, they are different. That's the same as this one, though. This one says 10 times plus and
I think we're going to make some
10
sums.
times peach and times cherry.
I think we're going to be doing a bit of algebra.
Exactly the same. There's 2 the same there. Let's hope they're meant to be 2 the same.
Let's hope so.
We have a lot of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Okay.
Goodness.
And then we have
What does that say? The
a blossom salad with a number on it. It's blank on the back. It says the world famous blossom salad was invented in this very kitchen, made from the very best ingredients. And a lot of them as well. The secret to the salad lies with the freshness of the fruit and the careful ratio of ingredients. The salad itself is a closely guarded secret and hidden inside a cupboard in the kitchen, where it presumably wilts. Only chefs able to work out what ? Is are deemed qualified enough to prepare it.
Well.
It's clear you need to find a recipe, but it's proving harder than it looks. Can you align 2 of the sets of shelves to get the right ingredients together and work out the answer? In which case, why have we got 2 shelves that are the same? That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's have a look at all the shelves.
And then in the kitchen itself,
there's this.
There's the solution flap or clues. There is a picture of the salad. Does
this give us an orientation?
The bits that we found in the room.
That's the same orientation as it is on the wall.
Right, okay. Then there's pictures of pots and pans. And do they have any extra clues other than just being a picture of a kitchen?
I don't think so. We've not really got extra clues from the room, have we, other than the number in the previous bit?
Though. Okay.
Okay, so do these fit on here? No.
Perhaps this is for later. So we're just looking for 2. There's tops and bottoms.
Should we open them all?
Yeah, okay.
Aha! Got one with a question mark on.
Oh, there we go.
So I think we do have to work them all out. We're doing algebra.
This is about 2 shells. I mean,
we're stacking them on top of each other? Thusly?
It's clear you need to find a recipe, but it's proving harder than it looks. Can you align 2 of the sets of shelves to get the right ingredients and work out the answer? You're right. Well, this one tells us something about the values of the fruit. So does this one.
But that's the same.
It is the same sum, but it has something extra on the side. Let's move the room out of the way a moment. I think it's fair to say there's a lot of overlap between them.
Well, perhaps that's deliberate. There's none.
So.
Are there any that are actually totally identical?
Yeah, I found 2. These 2 are
These
identical.
2 are totally identical. But nothing else is totally identical?
No, do they stack up in... I mean, I know you said about them stacking. They don't evolve, do they?
No, so there's some sums on the sides and there's some sums in the middle.
This implies that follows on from something, but unless it follows on from the cherry here, I don't know what it would be. I will notice there are 3 cherries in that bunch here.
And 2 cherries in that bunch there.
I'm kind of mystified by this.
Yeah, I am as well.
And these have got the same middle section, but different bits on the outside. And the orientation of these suggests, as I said, that they're meant to be rotated like this. Well, it clearly says 10 times orange a lot. Is there some combination of them which reveals all the values?
If the apple is 3.
Right.
Are you writing this down?
I'm about to.
Okay. Let's say apple is 3.
An apple equals 3.
That means 1 cherry, or 2 cherries
is 5.
Is 5. Can we take a hint on these and see how the hints work?
Oh, there's also 3 cherries here, though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a hint on this. And
let's see how the hints work.
We haven't tried taking hints in this
Clue
game.
inside. Are you sure you want to seek help? Yes, please. I don't understand how we're supposed to be aligning these. We're only supposed to be picking 2.
That's what it suggested. Oh, it's going to be rather... Oh, it just gives you a value. I didn't see what it was.
Oh, right. Oh, I did.
It says... I didn't. It says cherry equals...
It said a single cherry is 1.
Oh, okay. I don't feel that's much of a clue at the moment, because what are we actually ending up with? A room number, I'm guessing.
I guess so. But
if I look at all the other rooms, to how we might select them, there's colours, numbers, and name rooms. So, Maid's quarters, ballroom, they all have a 3-digit room number. Well, that one doesn't. Let's just say 23 on the combination. Yeah. So, I'm guessing we're going for a number that starts with 1. And if we know that a cherry is...
Why would you guess it starts with 1?
Because all the room numbers start with 1.
Except for the one that has 23 on the lock that doesn't start with 1.
That's true. If we look on the map...
Where are we? We're here.
Yeah, the only numbered rooms at the top and they all start with
Where's
1.
the wardrobe?
Maybe it's within a room.
Yeah, maybe it is within a room, in which case why would we find the wardrobe now? I am baffled. Right, that said, a single cherry is 1.
How are we meant to work that out?
Well, it doesn't go with the maths that we've got here. That would imply that an apple is 6. But somewhere it says an apple is 3, right? 3 equals apple. Or maybe that's supposed to be a different part of a sum that we're putting together.
Is there something behind there? Or is that just know that all the apples have got that white
All the apples are
mark?
like that, yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Can we look at the solution for this one?
All right, I agree we're going to have to take a solution on this because it seems like absolute nonsense to me.
No shame in it.
Right, this envelope contains all the solutions. It should only be opened if you're stuck. Well,
we are.
we're pretty sure we could work out what comes next, but...
Does it give you them separately or are they all together? Ooh.
Game reset, we'll put that aside.
Oh, it does give you them all together.
Well, these are the ones we've already done, so
We
I'm
do
going
them
to
in
now
order.
try and
See if we can cover up. Use the kitchen.
cover up with this.
So we've been in the wine cellar. Oh, the kitchen, there we go.
Clue. Oh, so there's 1 cherry equals 1, 2 cherries are 2. Yes, fine.
Wait, it says apple equals 6.
Okay. So at the moment, we still don't know how to solve the puzzle.
I don't like it.
How does apple equal 6? Well, does that make that's fine. If cherry, we know apple equals 6.
No, we don't.
Cherry equals 2 on this one. Oh, but why does it say apple
Why does it
equals
say
3?
3 equals apple? Maybe this is meant to be from something else. Can we please read the rest of the solution?
I was going to. Right. What?
What?
What is going on here? That's not an explanation. Why are those 2 bits selected out of all the other ones?
Guys, what have we missed?
Okay, this is a true mystery to me. And where do we get 120? Where do we get 120 from?
What?
Even if we
have all those values, what?
then they have a. And where this blank picture comes from? We don't have a blank picture.
Cool, this is insane.
So there's a blank picture.
We don't have one of those.
Well, I mean, you could assemble a blank picture by combining. Are there any which are fully? That's fully blank across. It does clearly show 2 strips here, though, doesn't it? That's not. If I zoom in, it's not multiple ones laid on top of each other. No.
No.
There are definitely.
It says you have to combine 2.
So they're supposed to have an empty shelf. We don't have an empty shelf. They can't print random shelves, though, can they?
But even if you do have an empty shelf and the shelf that they show underneath,
Unless over the page.
it makes more sense. It
doesn't. Over the page,
Right,
it starts with
put
the
it
maid's
away.
quarters.
Right, I've packed up in a rage. We're going to room 120.
Right, so room 120 is
Getting
next.
rid of
Apparently,
those.
did it say that on that sheet that you
So
looked
I'm
at?
going to keep
Yes,
the
it
kitchen
did.
over here because even though I'm absolutely despairing of it, keeping other bits over here, shelves and what have you. Right, are you ready?
We can open the other version of the game as well. We've
Yes,
got,
I think we should.
and see if it's been changed.
We'll
and
have a look at
reprint-
the end.
It's perhaps it was misprinted in its original edition. Anyway, I don't know which was the original one. I don't know what order I bought them in.
Anyway, we're going to the maid's quarters.
I actually have multiple copies of. This is a Professor Puzzle game. I have multiple copies of several of their games, as they tend to publish them in different packaging, and I don't really notice.
We're going to the maid's quarters in a huff.
Another
Right, you ready? Now
have
that
we
it
come from the
says-
right
if
place?
we come here from the kitchen, you're
Well,
in
we
the
have, because we took the answer. The maid's quarters. Answers in escape room game should explain the logic. Right, assuming there is logic. You type in the code to the door, and with a slight push, it swings open. As you cautiously inch your way into the room, the astringent smell of bleach stings the back of your throat. These must be the maid's quarters.
Ah, yes.
Again, you're faced with an unyielding locked door, and you desperately scour the room with that bleach. Oh no, scour the room in search of clues to the combination. Hilarious. You remember the photo fragments you've collected along the way. You're curious, so you piece them together. This reveals an old photograph of a group of maids, all
Sure
with
does.
smartly pressed, neat uniforms and eager smiles. But wait! There's another paper fragment that you found in amongst the cleaning supplies. You spot a scribbled note.
Oh.
Right, so again, another helpful clue, I'm sure. And we have a tiny bit of picture.
Tiny bit of picture.
It doesn't fit.
Well, or
Oh,
does
is it one of those?
Maybe it's one of those magic ones where it actually does fit.
That's why it's slightly loose,
That's why it's slightly loose.
and that's why we've got a frame around the outside. There's a famous puzzle where you have a block of chocolate with, I don't know, 24 squares or something, and you cut in a certain way, and you rearrange those pieces, and another piece appears, or vice versa.
Such fun.
So rearrange the photo fragments inside the frame to fit in the 5th piece. The colour on which the 5th piece lies is the code to the next room. Well, that's fine. That's blank. And then also in the room, while Laura solves this puzzle, there's a picture of a bed, or 2 beds. I think it's 2 beds next to one another. And yeah, that's about it, really. That's all that's in there.
Do we have to be able to fit this in as well?
Well, that I think is wrong because there's slack at the side.
Oh, that feels better.
The piece is going to go in the middle, by the way. I think you've done it. Well done.
Gracias.
So it's on the light blue colour. Oh, no, it's darker blue colour.
Yeah. That was fun.
And just to clarify now, underneath that piece
Yes.
is that colour, which I think is that colour.
I
And
think
just
so
to verify.
too. Let's just double check. Now
I
we're
know it is.
extremely cynical.
There we go.
I'm going to rage about that kitchen puzzle maybe forever.
Well, we know we've come here from
I'm not bitter.
whatever room that was. What room was it?
That was a maid's quarters.
The maid's quarters, so it says it.
Were there any shields or anything in there?
Yes.
Let me keep the rooms.
It sealed itself shut again. The maid someone's going back in.
Unyielding lock. Another shield
There's
a
a
bit.
shield
Yeah,
there.
I'm going to keep this respectfully.
Right, the ballroom.
The ballroom.
It sealed itself
If you
again
come here
as
from the
well.
maid's quarters,
Yeah.
yes.
Ballroom, another room closer to the honeymoon suite. Are we technically
I
another
forgot
room
we were trying
closer
to
to the
get there.
honeymoon suite? I mean, in a sort of sense.
We've gone upstairs.
We've gone up to here. Where is
shall
the
have-
honeymoon suite? It's here. Oh, I didn't
Is
point
it?
very accurately. It's
No,
there.
yeah. Okay.
Right.
Another room closer to the honeymoon suite. You enter the next space with its dramatic glass ceilings, even though it's on the middle floor. It's
Hang on a
literally the
minute.
least of our problems.
The ballroom. No, you were right. The ballroom is here. There are rooms above it. It does not have glass ceilings.
Anyway, with its dramatic glass ceilings, marble floor, and gold encrusted wall carvings.
That should be hyphenated, gold encrusted.
Gold encrusted.
Since I'm now being incredibly pedantic
It
about the
could be
errors in
encrusted
this
with anything concerning. The beauty of the world-famous crystal
Yes.
ballroom leaves you breathless with
Do you know how
wonder.
to use hyphens?
Thank you. A note is pinned to the conductor's stand. You spot a concert programme, but will this help you to crack the code?
Will it? Will it indeed? Let's
The
have a
code
look.
to what?
So, I don't know. Does it say what the code's for?
No.
And there's a piece of, looks like packaging material, but I'm sure it's important.
Oh,
Here,
there's
a T.
lots of words in the concert
Oh, God.
programme. When the last concert was played in the ballroom, 5 musicians, Penelope, Harold, Eduardo, William and Beatrice, performed 5 musical solos. 2 of them were rock solos, 2 of them were blues solos, and 1 was a funk solo. Love to
Wah,
hear
wah,
it.
wah.
3 musicians were guitar players and 2 were drummers. Oh no, this was like a logic puzzle. Each musician performed 1 solo and played 1 instrument. William did not play a funk solo. Harold played a blues solo and was immediately followed by Beatrice, who played the drums. Eduardo played third. There were no blues drum solos. Shall we write this down somewhere?
I was just going to go to sleep while you read it, and then wake up and look at the solution.
The 3 musical genres were not played consecutively. The funk solo was played last and a blues solo was played first. There was 1 drum solo that was played in between 2 guitar solos and 2 guitar solos played between the first and the last drum solo. Crack the 3-digit code.
Having written a lot of this type of puzzle, I would suggest there's way too many clues there. First digit, number of letters in the name of the 4th player, minus number of letters in the 4th instrument played. So we need to work out what order they played in
This is so involved.
and what order the instruments were played in.
Yeah.
And that's all we need. Number of letters in the first instrument, letters in the 3rd solo. Oh, what's the solo? What does it mean by number of letters in the 3rd solo? I think it means the type of genre.
genre, yeah.
So blues, funk, whatever.
Right, I'm just looking at the ordering first, but our variables are genre, instrument, order, and player. So the people are Penelope, Harold, Eduardo, William.
So I can represent the people by P, H, E, W, or B, right?
Sure.
Okay.
3 guitar players, 2 drummers.
Okay, so
There's only 2
guitar
instruments.
times 3, 2 times drum. Great.
Each musician performed 1 solo and played 1 instrument.
Okay, well that's the headings, right?
There were 2 rock solos, 2 blues solos, and 1 funk solo.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Now what?
So, William is not with funk. So William is either rock or blues. Harold played a blues solo. Immediately followed by Beatrice, who played the drums. Eduardo played third. There were no blues drum solos. The 3 musical genres were not played consecutively. The funk solo was played last. Yeah.
So that's 5th.
And we
So
also
these must be 1 and 2, if they're next to each other.
Yeah.
So that's now 1st, 2nd, and that must be 4th by elimination.
Okay, and then we can also say who played last by elimination.
Yes, so the only name we haven't used is
Penelope.
Penelope. Right.
Okay. What did I say? The funk played last, and a blues solo was played first, which
But
is
we've
true.
already got that.
With Harold. That's fine. There was 1 drum solo that played between 2 guitar solos.
Oh, right. So here's the drum solo.
Yeah.
It played between 2 guitars. So 1 and 3.
1 and 3 must be guitar.
Yeah.
So we've only placed 1 drum and 2 guitars so far. Right. And 2 guitar solos played between the first and last drum solo.
What? Those are contradictory statements. Let's rub out these.
Let's rub that out. The 3 musical genres were not played consecutively.
Oh, right. So if we've got one is blues, unknown, unknown funk, we also still have rock and blues again. So one of these 2 must be blue.
It must go blues, rock, funk.
And now we can go back to this. Harold played blues. And we know that they're consecutive, so they're either 1 and 2 or 4 and 5 because we've assigned 3 to a person. So Harold, 1 is blues, but is 4 blues? No, 4 is rock.
So Harold must be first.
Harold must be first, playing blues.
Followed by Beatrice.
Second, playing rock, drums. And then we have 2 left to assign. So we only need one. Is there one other person mentioned? William
didn't play funk.
So William's here. And what's the
whoever's
last?
left. Penelope.
So phew.
That hurt my brain so much.
Yeah, it's a bit complex for that, what it is.
It's just not presented in a way that's really accessible.
It'd be nicer if they were bulleted and you could cross them
and
out.
is therefore much more complex than
it needs to be. First digit, number of letters and the name of the 4th player. So the 4th player was William. So the 4th digit, 1, 2, 3, 4. William. It's 7, right?
7 minus the number of letters in the 4th instrument played.
The 4th instrument played was the guitar, which is 6. So it's now 1. We already knew it was 1 because all the rooms start with 1.
Well, that works well. Second digit, number of letters in the 1st instrument played, which is guitar.
So that's 6.
Minus the number of letters in the 3rd solo, which I'm assuming is the genre.
Which is blues. So that's 1.
Great. Well, this all matches so far.
Yeah.
Third digit, number of letters in the name of the last player.
Which is
Penelope.
Penelope. Penelope. 118.
8.
So we've got room 118.
What an absolute effort when the other one was literally just turning it upside down.
And literally the next one in the pile with 118.
All of that was fair.
It
was just unnecessarily difficult, I think.
It's just complicated.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fiddly, isn't it?
Fiddly diddly diddly. I don't think we needed 4 lots of variables and 5. Anyway.
The puzzle would have been just fine with fewer, I agree. Right, so what's
a nice
it say
3x3 grid. Right, what we got?
It says
if you come here from the ballroom, which we did.
The door opens.
With its glass ceiling.
The door opens and you find yourself back among the furniture and antiques in the hotel lobby.
Hurrah!
You rush over to the front desk and desperately riffle through the piles of keys. There are just too many. You don't see a label for the honeymoon suite anywhere and you're hopelessly running out of time.
Why are we trying to get in there again?
I don't know, and also why not just bash the door down? You spot a lone piece of paper in the fax machine. Well, that dates this. The message is encrypted. Your only hope?
Question mark?
A note behind the front desk which directs you towards the hotel room numbers. Using the decoder, will you be able to find the message hidden within the jumbled fax?
Probably not.
Please note, you will find 2 identical sets of information. This is to ensure all players can see the messages and take part in cracking the code.
Right.
Right, now we already have this funny bit of cardboard from the previous one.
Oh.
Which may be relevant. You've seen that this is black cardboard too.
Yeah.
So they say decoder 2000.
Decoder 2000.
However, if we do have to slide that around it, it's a bit unfair.
We've got 2 lots of the same.
That's right, so we've got a clue here. What have you just pulled out in there?
So we've got, I think this is the fax.
No, so we've got 2 of those as well.
We've got 2 of those, so let's get rid of one. You can get rid of that decoder, unless we both want to play. Here's whatever we're presumably sliding that over to decode.
And we have a front desk with lots of hotel numbers. Lots of room, lots of numbers. Loads of numbers on there. Oh, and on the back,
Oh, exciting.
we use the 4-number code to decipher the faxes. Is it a 4-number code or 4-digit code? Let's assume it means 4 numbers. If you forget it, remember to look at the room numbers through your strange key. And stop leaving yours lying about. If you lose it, it's coming out of your pay management. Okay, that's just a little bit of chit-chat. But we have lots and lots of room numbers. And we have a quick look in the room as well, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
So you've just got a nice looking room.
Another shield.
With a shield at the top.
Are we in reception?
We are in the lobby, so I guess that's the same thing, isn't it? So you've got a decoder here. Decoder 2000. Living it up in the year 2000.
I mean, should I just like... How are you supposed to know?
How would you know when it's correct, though? Is there right? There is.
idea.
So what we should say is
There is a
text.
2000.
So presumably at some point there will be some text spelled out. And by the law of being a pain, presumably it's right at the bottom. So you start at the top. I don't know what this is for.
A lot of these are incredibly repeated as
used
well.
this?
No, we haven't used that yet, but there was only one of them.
If I start and do the same as well, is it obvious how to align it left to right? I'm not sure it is completely obvious how to align it left to right either. So the opposite thing I observe is that this will actually go at various horizontal alignments. So here, this is what you can't quite see, but you can tell from Laura's that it's not quite obvious how to align it. And if you slide it left to right, you do see different things. So it makes it means there's an awful lot of possible ways of arranging this on the page.
What did it say? Something about 4-number code to decipher the faxes. If you forget it, remember to look at the room numbers through your strange key. I mean, is there anything to do with like looking at these things?
Is this the strange key here?
Is that the strange key?
I mean, is there only one place you can fit 4 rooms in that? Or conversely, only one place you can fit just 1 room? But then, is this a separate puzzle to that? Or what?
That does fit so neatly on there.
Yeah, I mean, if it's neatly on all of them, doesn't it? Is
Honestly,
there somewhere it only fits on, like here, for example?
the range of complexities in these puzzles
It
is...
only fits on, you can fit it so it's just on 92. But is there somewhere you can fit it on all 4 at once? Does it say about 4 rooms? It does. There must be one place you can fit 4 rooms, I think. Use the 4-number code to decipher the faxes, that's it. So I think we need to find the one place that there are 4 numbers that all fit in that T-shaped pattern.
Okay.
Which is...
Just coming right up.
an exercise for the reader to find. There must be somewhere. I really feel that's it, don't you? It could be upside down as well.
Yes, I could be holding it. Or sideways.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, right, yeah, I just made a guess about how it went. So I think that's what we're doing first. And hopefully everything else will fall out on top of that. So looking for 3 in a row with a sticking out bit above or below. Now, does it fit just as well vertically as it does horizontally?
Yes.
It fits very well vertically. Does it fit just as well horizontally as it does vertically?
Yes.
I think it's fair to say it does. So that doesn't help. 3 in a row with a sticking out bit in the middle.
Okay.
Help us, viewers. If you can see one, please let us know via the magic backwards in time. Oh, I've just got a message.
There's some repeat here as well. This is 84, 74, 31. And this is the same. Yeah, should we have a look at the clue for this? I don't mind a good clue.
The clue will just tell you part of the answer. It's off the screen, by the way.
It says, use this piece at the front desk.
We've already worked that out.
Which means it's got to be...
If that's giving us the orientation, it helps.
Oh my gosh. Literally, as soon as we've seen that, I've seen that.
Oh, there we go.
There.
So I'm not sure how that helps us, though. We still need to find 174, 99, 10 on here, I think. In which there are probably at least a few hundred ways to position it. Or perhaps there's only a few places that 74 and 99 appear on here. And then we can find those. So in terms of the disc, where are the numbers going to appear?
And there are also some letters.
There's 4 sets of things, right? So perhaps the numbers appear in these boxes here, don't they?
This is needlessly hideous.
Oh, but then there's 3. They're not in the same formation. I think we really have to just keep searching this until we find it. I feel this puzzle would have worked just fine with far fewer combinations.
The thing
and
is,
lots of valid bits of text to extract.
when it starts out so incredibly simple, you think you're doing the wrong thing when you start looking for a really complex solution to something, because you think, I must be off the wrong track, there must be something more simple here.
So we've got a 1. I think we're just sliding up until we get 74, 99 in these boxes, and then probably 10 over to the right.
But how do you know, like, which boxes?
I'm going to do that, see what happens.
Okay.
It's much easier just to read it with my eyes. So it's the 3rd column here. It says 38. These all say 38 or 57 in this column.
I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm trying to read in the wide boxes the numbers we found here. There's 47. I'm looking for any of these numbers. 74 or 90. I think we need to find these numbers in these boxes in some order. So I'm trying to find them. 70.
But there are so many more boxes than there are numbers there.
There's only 3 wide boxes though. So I'm figuring that one of these numbers appears in one of them. And then I'll work the rest out. Here's 74, for example, here. So if I can get 74 lined up with that, I've got 174.
Go, 2.
I've got 174, 99, 10, reading across and smooth
well
out of the way. So I did this by looking around the page until I found the numbers we'd highlighted here. And I eventually found 74.
And it says, go to room 117.
So there we go. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
That happens by complete chance, and this is a shock at this point, that 117 is next in the pile.
Cheeky. It's being cheeky. Can I have that room then? I'm going to keep the rooms. There's a lot of random stuff. I don't know if we're going to need any of this later, because there's random shields everywhere.
Yes, all the shields. Is it just the shields that we have?
I think it's just shields so far.
So we should have come here from the lobby.
Honeymoon suite. How many have we got left?
We're in the honeymoon suite. There's one after this.
Ooh.
No, 2. The wardrobe and room 121.
Oh yes, I think we're about to get locked in the wardrobe, aren't we?
With the key safely in the palm of your hand, you dash into the elevator and hurtle down the corridor to get to the honeymoon suite. You thrust the key into the lock and the door flies open without you turning it. So it wasn't locked. What a waste of time. Your eyes dart around the room and you spot an open diary lying on the rumpled bed sheets. You pick it up and begin to read because you're really nosy.
Yeah.
There's no motivation for why you'd be doing this.
What are we even trying? Like,
we're trying to work out why the woman had a snarky face on her.
or why she drugged us?
Oh yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is a fair reason.
Yeah.
So it looks like a normal room.
Okay.
And there's a lot of writing
Very
in
small.
the diary.
Yeah.
Friday, 18th of October. I should have known the Bluesomes.
Do you think that's deliberate?
Yes, there's lots of-
Yeah, there's another one there. Okay.
Right,
Should we just have a look at The typos.
Yes. I should have known the Bluesomes with the double O.
Bluesomes.
It's very small.
We'll go back on their word. When they first had... It's going to spell...
Go back on their word. When they first hired my mother as head maid, they told her how much they
despise this hotel.
Sure, it had been in their family for generations, but they were getting so exhausted by it.
Worry. It's going to say open the wardrobe, probably. Getting so exhausted, all they would give away the same substance about how they wish they could leave it to the most faithful worker and just walk away.
My mother gave everything. So far we've got open, right?
Open, yeah.
OPEN.
Gave everything to the Grand Hotel to make the success it was. It was her dream that she would be the lucky one to take the reins. Now spelt correctly once the boss was retired.
But it didn't work out that way, did it? The day before Kurt's 21st birthday... I think we need to read this as a story.
Do you think so?
Yeah, the day before Kurt's 21st birthday, my mother found out the hotel was being passed down to him instead.
Distraught, with an A.
Distraught, she confronted the Blossoms and they laughed at her. It was all just a big joke. Their hat, it's going to be wardrobe, obviously.
There's a double R as well.
Where's that?
There.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be wardrobe.
There.
Had never been anything in writing, nothing had ever been made official. So was my mother really so foolish as to think they would hand it all over to her? They lied to her. They strung her along.
I was wondering why you're reading it like that.
Made her work her fingers to the bone, and then they snatched it all away. She lost her mind after all that, and now she spends her days staring blankly out of the window at the county mental hospital. As if that wasn't all bad enough, Kurt didn't even want the hotel. He ran away as soon as he heard, which is so typical of him. Kurt was never one for facing up to his responsibilities.
I could just sit back and watch the hotel rot away into oblivion. But I can't let that happen to the place my mother dedicated her life to. It's only fair that I finish what my mother started. First things first, though. I need to find Kurt. So we have WARDROBE, and shockingly, because it is next in the pile, we have to open the wardrobe.
We'll get rid of that then.
Right.
We don't know who wrote that, do we?
Isn't it the...
Is it Lauren?
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know whose handwriting that was. Here we go. We're in the wardrobe. Ooh.
Right. It says you should have come in from room 117. All right, there's a decoder disc in here. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, the honeymoon suite.
Which would be a better way of describing this. Is that what it says? It is 117, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say the honeymoon suite on it, but it does say room 117.
Oh. You dart across the room to the wardrobe and fling open the doors. You're very dramatic, aren't you? Inside you find a trembling, terror-stricken couple, Amanda and Christopher Blossom. Amanda begins to speak slowly with a croaky voice. Lauren, it's all Lauren. Please help. She'll be back any moment now. Oh, it's got to be a girl's voice.
Now you know my little secret. Lauren slowly steps into the room, brandishing a gun. Well, why couldn't you just have stayed in the wine cellar until I worked out what to do with you all? Such a shame. Now I can't let any of you leave this room.
She's not very menacing, Lauren, is she?
I don't know what's going on.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see that the wardrobe doors are still open. What? You open the wardrobe doors,
And then
which
you
you're
see it's still open.
staring at, but out the corner of your eye, you see they're open. Okay, whatever. A plan begins to form. While she's distracted, maybe you can push her in and lock the door, even though she's in the doorway. We're standing in front of the wardrobe. We're
Also, she's not distracted.
Circle
she's
around.
threatening you with a gun.
That makes no sense at all.
My mother loved this hotel more than anything in the world. Oh, it's Lauren's mother. But the Blossoms swatted her away like a worthless little fly. Lauren is talking wildly and no longer has the gun raised. Now it's time to catch her off guard. It took me a while, but I tracked Kurt down and told him he'd never see his parents again unless he came back to the hotel with me. With Kurt under my control, I was free to carry on my mother's legacy and usher in a new era for the hotel. I don't know how you uncovered my secret, but it ends here. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave.
Before she has the chance to raise the gun again, you all surge forward and with a mighty push shove her into the open wardrobe. This makes no sense. You must find a way to lock the doors. Can you guess the correct sequence the coat of arms? Well, I mean, get away, I think we can, to reveal the code. I don't understand the story. Who is Lauren and how did she inherit it?
I don't even know.
So wait, I thought the son of
it's
them...
Lauren's mother. Lauren's mother worked there for ages and ages. She's the person... It's Lauren's diary. Her mother worked there for ages and ages. Thought she was going to inherit the hotel. They actually gave it to Kurt. So her mother went mad. Lauren then married Kurt, and now she's back to, I don't know, lock people
Even
in the
though she
wardrobe.
now actually legitimately owns the hotel.
Yeah.
And has nothing to gain.
It's all about revenge.
She's now gone psycho. Oh, she's all about revenge.
And now we've got a very exit the game-esque decoder disc.
And we have another clue available.
Wow.
We have some pieces of paper. We have a lot of shirts, very neatly arranged from white through to sort of not so white. And we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. And these have got some depth. Do not open until you've made your final decision. So I think each of those says it on the back. I guess we have to choose one of these to open.
So we're going to line up the coats of arms, I think. Then it's going to reveal a number.
So these are not coats. They're not even arms. they've got kind of almost coats. They've got arms. I don't know what we're talking about. Right, we haven't opened room 121 yet, by the way.
I think that's probably going to be the last one, isn't it?
Yes. So we need to get all of those.
I want to look at our shields.
Pieces, right?
I've got all of our rooms.
I've only used the map once so far, except to point out flaws in the game logic.
So there's no shield in the honeymoon suite.
No, not unless you count that as a shield, is it?
This shield. So there's a blue.
Yeah. What does that have mean in context?
Let's lay them all out next to each other.
Okay.
And there's four different shapes, four different colours.
Yeah, red is the top right one. Okay.
I'm just getting them all out. Can I give them to you?
Yeah, you can. Let me zoom out a bit further.
Oh, yes. It doesn't help that these are all attached with stickers, so that it's all very sticky.
They keep shutting, yes.
These are all the colours.
Right, so let's start with black to know what we're going to put at the top. So where's on your piece of paper you're holding here? You've got black, and it's in which position?
Bottom right.
I can't see it though. Where?
Sorry, here.
Oh, it's so small. I couldn't make it out. It's so similar in colour. So we're looking for a symbol at the bottom right. All right, on that bit of paper. So
inexplicably, one of them isn't in one of the rooms.
So here we've got this. We'll put this at the top, and then we'll do a column. So we've got the bottom right was black, and it has this symbol, which I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I will show you that's correct.
Okay.
And now we need to do green next.
Green next. Green is bottom left.
So we're looking for. Let me just put a little mark. Should I put a mark on it?
Yeah, because you want to line them up, don't you? Just colour it in. That's cool.
I'll put a mark like that.
Okay, so green is bottom left.
So green is. I'm looking for bottom left one.
And then the symbol on that bottom left.
It's either a crown or the vines.
There's
two the same here. There was never going to be those.
It's this.
That's the lion rampant or the vine. Okay, so the lion rampant goes. I don't know if it's actually what it's called. Goes under this one here.
Funny though.
Right.
Now for red, which is top right.
Okay.
And the top right.
Could be a lion.
It is a lion. A lion rampant.
It has to be
Your fave.
a lion. It's the only one that fits. It's the only top right one on it. Anyway. Alright, so we've got those three lines up.
And then what's the last colour? Blue.
Blue. Which has to be the other corner. It has to be the bottom right. Is that right?
Let's hope so. It's actually top left.
Top left. That's the one I have. That's what I meant. It's one we haven't used. Top left.
Panicking. Top left.
And now the symbol that's in the top left.
Symbol is a crown.
Top left symbol is the crown. Okay, so now we need to find under here. That's it. It's lined up. That's the top left. No, that's the bottom left, isn't it?
Don't freak me out like that. Let's have a look.
That's the top left.
Can we actually see it on the camera, please?
Yeah.
This one. Let's have a look.
Top left crown. So with all those lined up,
gives us number one.
And that has to be correct.
Let's hope so.
Right. These are very small.
They are
Do not open until you've made your final decision.
We have...
The wardrobe is locked.
Oh, we're meant to lock it.
Oh, we're meant to lock it.
Yeah, we wanted to lock it. Open envelope 121.
Okay, which is
the last one.
The next envelope.
The final envelope. Okay.
Right, what's in here?
Can I move some of this debris out of the way?
I'm not quite clear why we couldn't open this until because she's locked. Oh, there's nothing at the top.
Ooh, the end.
Right, hang on a minute. Let's just see what happens if you opened one of the wrong envelopes. What's in two? Incorrect. Try again. All right, fine.
We'll keep going for a while.
So we finished. To be read aloud by one of the players. With Lauren now safely restrained, Kurt stands in the corner, a look of shame deeply etched onto his face. I'm sorry I got all of you mixed up in this. When Lauren threatened my parents, I felt powerless against her. I discovered they were being held in the honeymoon suite, and since I couldn't sneak in there undetected, I thought you could help me. I left a note in your room and the clues to lead you there. If you're going to write a note, why not just say, my parents are locked in the wardrobe in the honeymoon suite. Anyway.
Also, not being funny, but like, she's locked in the wardrobe, but she's got a gun.
She wasn't locked in the wardrobe.
No, but she's locked in a wardrobe now. We've locked Lauren in a wardrobe.
She's got a gun. She can shoot her way out, you mean?
She could if she wanted to.
I remember Lauren's mother. She would pester my parents about their plans for the hotel. She truly believed they were going to leave it to her. It all came to a head when my parents announced their plans to pass on the hotel to me. We'd never seen her so angry. I didn't want to be caught in the crossfire, so like a coward I ran away. The last thing I expected was her daughter to hunt me down like a woman possessed. It all got so out of hand. Then we got married by accident. Wait, it doesn't say that. He takes a deep breath. No more running away, though. With my parents safe, it's time for me to lead the Grand Hotel into a bright new future. I feel we need to get rid of Lauren first. The end. We meant to open this?
I don't know. Let's open it
so.
anyway. Congratulations.
You have escaped the Grand Hotel. We were not ever actually trapped in it. Game reset instructions can be found inside the black envelope. Thanks for playing. Well, that was fairly...
chaotic.
Interesting. There's some strange stuff going on there.
To be honest, I really liked it up until that ridiculous puzzle.
Here. With the cherries. And
with zero explanation. Everything else has a text explanation, right?
I suspect the person who put the sheet together, they couldn't work out how it worked, so they just didn't write an explanation. Because all the others do have an explanation, sort of. This doesn't have an explanation, but it doesn't need one, does it?
No, it does. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but...
It's kind of obvious what's being asked of you,
other than
isn't it?
explaining every single logical step.
Yeah, well, there we go. We did all the rest correctly, clearly.
We did. Yeah, that kitchen puzzle was an abomination. And I didn't love the logic puzzle. It didn't need to have so many variables. Because then it just means that people who find because some of them are just finding double letters in a text. That's at a different level to having a logic problem of that complexity. That would be really confusing if you were trying to solve them all in the same mental state.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in, isn't there?
There is. What are you looking for?
I was making to see if there's anything else in the box that we haven't used.
Oh, right.
There isn't.
There isn't.
So there's this. I'm going to have a look in the other copy I have of this game. So I've got this. It's another copy, sorry Laura, another copy of Escape from the Grand Hotel, which I bought not realising I already had it because it's a different box.
Lol.
And my question is, Laura noticed specifically on the back, it refers to there being 9 rooms, not 10. 9 mystery envelopes, each representing a room. Now, that could just be a pedant's edit of it, because one was a wardrobe.
Maybe. Should we have a look?
But it might be that this is a different version of the game, and it has been changed. Let's not mix the pieces up between games.
We won't. Let's tidy
I want to know whether there's an explanation for this puzzle in this version of the game.
So do I, which we should
be
be able to find in a solution.
It may be that at some point they redid it.
Find that.
Maybe at some point they redid it, and the map isn't as impressive.
That's the
And discovered that it needed fixing. Warning, top secret.
Right, there we go.
Let's have a look at this first. We'll soon see if it's exactly the same sheet. Ooh, it's not the same sheet.
Does it have even less explanation?
It has even less explanation. Although it doesn't show the shells together. Wait, I am super confused now I'm looking at this.
This is insane.
So this is the explanation in the I don't know if this is newer or older. There's no guarantee it's may just be for a different retailer. I probably bought one in like WH Smith's and one in Sainsbury's or something.
This is wild.
So this is the one we just solved here. And its explanation has a picture. We have to go check the room itself, because perhaps there are no shells to assemble in this other version of the game. The values are not the same.
So it says here...
Well, this is an actual normal puzzle, right?
This is the same... This has what... I'm not using my words correctly. These are...
That matches this.
So this actually gives us the sums, which we were supposed to somehow... We were supposed to somehow work out that this was a sum.
Yeah. So
there's nothing where it says apples equals apple equals 3.
I think this is
which is what confused us.
Apple plus cherry equals 8.
Can we have a look and see if the actual game materials for that room are the same?
Yeah, what was the room?
Without getting confused, it was the kitchen.
Are they no longer sorted into solution order? It's a slight improvement as well. Okay, this may be an earlier version though. I don't know which way around it went. The kitchen. I counted, by the way. There are still 10 envelopes in that.
Something that is a shame about this being annoying is that the game materials are actually really fun. I really like all these doors, and I like being able to open them up and go in the different rooms.
So this is the other kitchen.
This is the other
version
kitchen.
of the game I have. Looks the same so far. Oh, it still has 8 of these.
Still has a lot. Shall we open them? Are they the same?
Oh, they're exactly the same. So this other version of the game has got the same pieces in it.
But less explanation. But it's actually got a different explanation in the solution.
Yes,
it actually explains the sums.
Together.
Yeah, let's put them in that game.
So we have now an explanation of the sums. Let's see, where's that? Oh, that's
I don't know, you've got it.
Yeah. So we now have a new answer sheet. So here's our 2 answers, the one we were given before and the one in the new version, or the old version, I don't know which way around it is of the game.
So that just gives us the values for them. This gives us the sums that we're supposed to have divined. Are we supposed to have put those together and worked that out?
But that doesn't match the picture.
It doesn't match the picture there, no.
So what do we multiply by 12?
But that's the sum at the end
so the cherry has to be
One second. That is the sum at the end of there, which is what gives us the answer. But that's not shown up here.
But that would require a peach. If it told us that the cherry had a value of 1, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Yeah.
So the peach would have to have a value of 4, right? For that to work. 10 times 4 is 40, times 3 is 120.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, so
I think we were supposed to put these together and understand the sums from this. I think it was only meant to be those two.
Let's move this.
But because it doesn't put that in the solution, we were meant to put these sums together at the side.
Okay. You're supposed to find a combination of shells. Why this is blank, I don't know. It's a mistake, clearly. You're meant to find a combination of shells that creates a set of equations which allow you to solve it.
I think this is a mistake because that piece doesn't even exist for us.
So let's see if we just had those two. Cherry times 3 equals apple. Or 2 cherry times 3 equals apple. And then you've got
apple take away
2 cherry
equals peach.
And then you've got
apple plus 2 cherry is 8.
So yeah, A equals 3. We can just substitute here. 2C times 3, which is exactly the same as... This is the same as 6C equals A, isn't it? 2C times 3 equals A. So 6C equals A. So we can rewrite this one as 6C plus 2C equals 8. Thus C equals 1.
And then you work it all out from there.
Thus A equals 6. And 6 minus 2 equals P equals 4. So if P equals 4...
Yeah.
And we do this one here. Does that work?
Yeah.
Because we have 10 times 4 is 40 times 3 equals 120.
So you were supposed to know to put these shelves together, presumably to make these sums here.
Yes.
Around the sides. We thought that meant 3 equals apple.
Yes.
Extrapolated away from that data. We got the clue that cherry equals 1 and didn't know what to do with it.
But you've got all these other ones here.
I think the thing that bugs me is how on earth, other than lining up these multiplications at the side... How on earth are you supposed to know that those are the two that go together?
Well, it's the only way. It's only becomes solvable once you put those together. But you
only know by solving it.
Yeah, if you had this, if for example you put this one here, well, there's no other way of forming 4 equations. I guess that is solvable.
Still don't like it. Anyway,
I think it's okay. You need to select 2 shells from the 8 that create 2 equations, but what is problematic to me is that there are 2 that are identical, because that makes you think that there's something wrong with it.
What even more problematic to me is that the solution gave us a strip that didn't even exist.
Yes, the solution is clearly incorrect, and it doesn't explain how it's formed because the equations are not shown. Whereas at least in this one, it would honestly have been so straightforward for them to put the shelf assembly in. But anyway, if you're watching this video wondering how the heck that puzzle works, well, we have worked out how it works.
We think.
Well, I think we're pretty confident, right?
Well...
And then the rest of this is just the same? Are there the 2 versions of the game I've got?
They're different.
Oh, there's no note. No note, mirror, the same to start with. The elevator to the honeymoon suite. Yeah, the drags. The wine cellar. Did we ever use this Sandazepram information? We did, but we turned stuff upside down.
It's just not this kind of like wordy text solution, that's it. It doesn't actually explain it in this other version.
What I mean to say is that there's the same number of rooms. Mm-hmm. The maid's quarters, the ballroom, the lobby, room 117, and then the wardrobe. And then there's no explanation for the final puzzle. Oh, so this is the wardrobe.
The wardrobe.
Press location's off the right.
Not one of the rooms. Maybe it said 9 room envelopes because there's only 9 rooms. Anyway.
So they are exactly the same game in the 2 different versions of the product.
But weirdly different answer sheets.
But different answer sheets, which is odd because they're both printed A4 sheets of paper in colour. So there's no reason for them to be different. But they're both incorrect in their own ways. Well, I mean, they're both unhelpful in their own ways for that puzzle. There we go. That's actually a nice escape room product. But I think a very hard one if it's your first time doing one. I think because there are some puzzles that are so strangely out of proportion with the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think because everything... honestly, the first few were so straightforward, reading something upside down, reading the acrostic, that I thought, okay, fine, we're going to rattle through this. I just think it's not fair to have puzzles that are of such different difficulties in it. Like, perhaps that wasn't that difficult, but it wasn't motivated in the same ways that the other one were. Why would you want to trip someone up like that? People want to solve it and think that they've got the satisfaction of getting it right and observed the right things.
I think it would have been a lot fairer if of the 8 shelves, there were 4 which were clearly a bottom and 4 that were clearly a top, and it would very strongly motivate you put the 2 together. And then you would have naturally known to look for combinations. When there
Any motivation whatsoever.
When there are 8 shelves, you've clearly got 8 times 7 ways of combining them. So immediately, that's 56. That's a big number.
It's a lot. It's annoying.
There's a lot of options to try until you work out what's going on. However, I do think that puzzle was perfectly solvable. I do think we should have been able to get it, quite frankly, now we've worked it out. Laura disagrees, but I don't think that was that unfair.
I disagree, and I think it was definitely compounded by having totally the wrong image in the solution and no explanation at all.
If you played this game yourself, absolutely, please let us know how you got on down below. We want to know if your experience was similar to ours.
Be brutally honest.
Did you breeze through it? Did you get stuck? Did you get confused? Or did you find it straightforward?
Or did you do all of them? Because I thought we were breezing through it and then we got stuck.
Well, there we go. Do please, if you enjoyed this, like the video down below. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel and you fancy doing so, watching more things like this in the future, do please feel free to do that as well. It would be great. Thank you.
Do it.
Laura and I solve all sorts of different escape room games in these videos, including Exit the Game, Unlock, and others. So if you would like to join us for any of those, do please check out our future or our past videos, depending on when you watch this. If you're watching this right after we publish it, the future ones will be quite hard to check out, to be honest.
Subscribe.
Unless you're psychic.
Just subscribe.
Maybe you are. Either way, subscribe. And until we see you in one of those future or past videos, all that remains is for me to say goodbye.
And for me to say goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.